Thanks for staying with us. Moving on, the foreign minister of Lebanese caretaker government, Abdullah Abu Habib, has warned that the continued escalation of violence in Gaza and the invasion of the Gaza Strip could ignite the entire Middle East region. At a joint press conference with his Iranian counterpart in Beirut, the minister said Lebanon has never wanted war, adding that the continued invasion of Gaza will threaten regional peace and international interest. The Iranian foreign minister called on Israel to stop its attacks and siege on Gaza. Meanwhile, with the fear that homegrown and domestic violent extremists are likely to mobilize in response to the Israel-Hamas conflict, the New York Police Department is tightening security around synagogues. Noting Hamas' latest call to action, a police department intelligence analyst says the group's call for a day of rage on numerous occasions in the past led to large demonstrations in the West Bank, Gaza, and Jerusalem. Security is being increased in cities across the United States, especially around places of worship, following the devastating attacks on Israel. And away from the war in Ukraine, the authorities of Kherson region have announced the mandatory evacuation of families with children from 3 settlements. The people have been promised free transportation and accommodation. Over the previous day alone, 2 people were killed in Kherson and 6 others were wounded. A child was among the victims of the shelling. Meanwhile, Australia has begun its referendum. The people are voting on whether their nation's constitution should be amended to enshrine a mechanism for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders to advise Parliament on policies that affect their lives. The Voice referendum, as it is known, will establish a board of Indigenous peoples who would provide advice to the federal government on issues affecting their communities. Despite comprising only 3.8% of Australia's population, they continue to experience drastic inequalities and the long-lasting impact of colonial policies. Labour Prime Minister Anthony campaigned for the referendum. And in the United States, House Republicans are meeting behind closed doors once again to come to a consensus on the nominee for the next Speaker of the House. While speaking to journalists, former Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives Kevin McCarthy says he will back the Republican Jim Jordan for the job. He said Jordan is more experienced and prepared for the role.
I think everybody has a right to run. I think Jim's better prepared in the process to be Speaker. I don't think it's right that every Democrat voted to create chaos and 4% of the Republicans joined with them. We've watched the things we've failed.
In Germany, a suspected human smuggling vehicle which evaded a federal police patrol unit has caused a major accident, leading to the severe injury of 7 persons. The driver, who was avoiding inspection, accelerated his vehicle significantly. The vehicle veered off the road at a junction, resulting in the severe crash. It was carrying over 20 passengers.